If you're watching this video, odds are good you already know a bit about Baja Designs and their Squadron line of lights, and you're planning on using their lights for your next project. But why are there so many different models and beam patterns? And why would you need one model or beam pattern over the other? Most importantly, how many do you need to put on your vehicle to impress your friends? Well, I might not be able to answer that last question, but in this video I am going to outline each Squadron light and beam pattern and talk about who each one is for and not for. I'm Cody from Northwest family-owned Titan Truck. For over 35 years, we've helped our customers get the right gear for their vehicles. Our team has sold and installed thousands of aftermarket lights, so here's what you need to know about Baja Design's Squadron pod lights. When it comes to Squadron lights, there are currently 4 main models. The Squadron Sport and Squadron Pro are the more standard, conventional style of LED pod light, while the Squadron SAE and Squadron Racer Edition are a bit more specialized. More on that in a minute. First, let's take a look at the specs of each light. The Baja Design's Squadron SAE is the baby of the family, starting us off at 20 watts and outputting just under 2300 lumens. The Sport moves up to 30 watts of power, outputting just under 3200 lumens. The Pro, well, it's called Pro for a reason, drawing 41 watts of power and outputting just under 4100 lumens. And of course, last but not least, the Racer Edition draws 45 watts of power, outputting 4300 lumens? That isn't much more than the Pro. So why does the Racer Edition even exist? Don't worry, I'll get to that in a second. Now, as you would assume, the Squadron SAE is a little bit more use case specific. Its SAE certification and wide cornering beam pattern make this light a popular upgrade for your vehicle's fog lights. The Squadron Sport and Pro up the power and are available in multiple different beam patterns. I'll touch on that in a second. Now, all 3 of those Squadron models are designed for near and midfield lighting, with certain beam patterns being able to light up an area as large as halfway down your field of view. But what about that Racer Edition? Well, a light called the Racer Edition from a company named Baja Designs really tells the full story of this off-road racing style light. It has a modified spotlight beam pattern that is optimized to focus all 4300 lumens straight ahead as far as possible. This is important in many types of racing, such as Baja racing or rally racing, as the speeds are much higher and having clear visibility as far ahead of you as possible is a must. It's kind of like being able to see the future, and the future looks bright. Now that we've covered the different Squadron models and some of their applications, let's talk about beam pattern options for the Sport and Pro models. There are 4 to choose from: driving combo, wide cornering, spotlight, and work scene. It's kind of like choosing what flavor of ice cream you want. They're all good, but some will definitely suit your taste, or rather your needs, better than others. The driving combo beam pattern is the most popular and is designed for trail or street driving, offering maximum trail coverage in a single light. The wide cornering lens is specifically designed for cornering, dust, and fog conditions. The spotlight pattern is narrower and longer, making it ideal for illuminating further down the trail or road. And the work scene pattern is a very diffused pattern designed mostly for industrial or construction type purposes, capable of lighting up a large area such as a campsite or job site. Each of these beam patterns has their own specific use case, and with Baja Design's U-Service technology, you can even swap the lenses to change the beam pattern and color of your Squadrons. I mean, you could potentially mount multiple sets of lights with different beam patterns and color tones to cover multiple different lighting scenarios. And of course, impress your friends. Hey, I did answer that question. All right, let's talk about who these lights are for and who they might not be for. With a price point ranging from around $130 for a single Squadron Sport to around $530 for a pair of Racer Edition pods, multiple beam pattern choices, and a variety of housing styles for many different mounting applications, there's something for pretty much everyone here. If you're someone looking to spend as little as possible on the cheapest set of pod lights you can find, the Squadron lights probably aren't your best choice. With an IK10 impact rating and an IP69K waterproof rating that makes these lights submersible up to 9 feet, these lights are built to handle most things you can throw at them. Honestly, at around $130 for a single Squadron Sport that's impact rated, submersible, has a limited lifetime warranty, and is backed by the reputation of Baja Designs, we think these pod lights are a no-brainer. If you want to learn more about the Squadron lights or any other lights from Baja Designs, check out the link in the video description or reach out to us using the information on the screen. If you like this video, like this video. If you want to see more of our content, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you get an update when we post a video. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Titan Truck or on Instagram at Titan Truck Spokane. I'm Cody, and I'll see you next time.